Okay, attempt number 2. So this is the Flightline P-38 Lightning canopy. I'm using the B.A.G gimbal with the DJI Air unit, which I have modified the mount that comes with it. I drilled a hole underneath the fan here, then mounted the fan. That's all powered from the ESC, and I put a plug there that goes straight to this. That powers a 12-volt regulator that then goes up to the fan and the air unit via this on-off switch. So if I'm sitting, I can hit the switch and it just shuts it off. If I want to go, when I'm ready, if I'm having to wait for somebody to land, whatever, just switch that on. I'm up and going. I used 2 of the foam slices that come with the B.A.G gimbal. I then zip tied them instead of mounting them with the nuts and bolts that come with it, just because I want to be able to take it in and out easy. This here powers on my reflector gun sight. You might talk to FPV Dogfight. That's where you'll get the B.A.G gimbal and see about if they're going to be producing the gun sights anytime soon. So on the F-22, here's the first canopy that I did. So I cut out the section that the B.A.G gimbal will go into, cut a vent for the wires to go down and air to move through because I'm going to have the canopy on. And then here was where the on-off switch was, different kind of on-off switch. Then painted it black up here to try to cut down on the reflection inside. But I noticed that when I would pan around, I'd still get some of the gray reflecting up. Underneath, and same thing with the P-38, I put a mounting board. And then here, I had a piece of just basswood, square, the length of it, with a plate on top, which you'll see on the next one, that the air unit attached to. So this is the new canopy that I did. Here's the on-off switch buried in, so you can't see it when you look back. Canopy is simply taped on using Blendurum tape, and so you can just cut along that line, and the canopy pops up. I went through with black 2.0. It's considered absolute black, and I changed up the vents to make it a little bit cleaner. I have the camera lead taped down, and I painted over that. Painted everything black. The gauges, I peeled off, put it onto a business card, and then cut around the edges. Whether you need to do that or not, I don't know. I did. And then I used a clear piece of green plastic that I got on Amazon for like $5 for 8 sheets, which is way more than I need. So if anybody wants some, message me. And I just cut it to size. As you'll see in any of my videos on the F-22 with the green HUD system, it kind of obscures some of the waviness, but not a lot. The black 2.0, I haven't seen how that turns out yet, but I've used it on a couple other canopies, and it seems to really cut the glare down. As far as the mount, here's the platform that the B.A.G gimbal sits on with the plastic frame, again zip tied. So that just leads out to the the receiver unit. Here's the mount that the CPU is mounted to the air unit. So I put a zip tie around this to keep it on, just to be sure. And then I cut a hole through these fins in between the air unit and the mount. And then I run a zip tie through that to secure it to the wooden board mounted here. All the power comes from the ESC through that 12-volt up to the switch, and then out to the air unit. So I can easily turn it on, turn it off. So, and then I have just regular servo lead connectors, so if something goes bad, say the CPU goes, I can just switch that out and put a new one in. Hope that helps.